Hari Om. Financial plan. Spirituality doesn't work by itself. It needs support. Prayer alone doesn't fill your tummy. And prayers alone don't pay your bills. The fact of life. Everything is required in this life. It's like making a curry. You need all the ingredients, but salt is also part of that. If you put all the ingredients in the curry and forget to put salt in, then that curry is not going to be tasty, isn't it? And so we have to be careful that we can't get carried away into spirituality whilst not working at finances correctly. Finances are very, very important in life. And as we know, nowadays in the Kali Yuga, money makes the world go more than it used to before. And so we need to have a financial plan nowadays. What is that? We have to be independent. Now, most people see this word in a different way. The way I see independent is, if you do financial organization in such a way that in your life, money flows freely and easily to you, so that you don't have to stress and worry, and you can have a good life. That is how financially free we should be, and that is independence. Whereas I know a lot of people in my life, some friends and some neighbors, they have massive, massive houses, beautiful, beautiful cars, wonderful furniture, great holidays. But quite a few of them are struggling. In the sense, every morning before 7 o'clock, they are out of their house rushing to get to the office to start their business. Now, this can be seen two ways. A, they've got joy of it, they've got fun of it, they enjoy doing that business. In that case, it is nice. Well done. Go for it. More power to you. But then I see a lot of people who are stressed out, worried, and really not happy, but still they have to go in the morning to the job. Why? Because all these houses, all these cars, all these extensions they have done in their house, they have to pay loans for that. They have to pay their mortgages. That's a loan, isn't it? And so, you have to see that by accumulating too many things in life on loans and then running around like a hamster on a hamster wheel to pay all that loans, is that a wise strategy? It's not a wise strategy in my eyes. And so here I am going to give you some ideas from my traditional background, how we should possibly look at it, or how we may look at it. Put it mildly. Whatever money we earn, say we earn an X amount of pot of money every month. First, we should earn money. If you're not have money, then this discussion is pointless. And to make money, what you want to do is be useful to others. The more people you can help, the more money will come. Simple as that. This is only the income, not retention. Remember, you can earn $1 million a month and spend $2 million a month, and you'll be in negative $1 million every month. Correct? So, earning certain amount is not going to solve a problem. But we'll address that in a bit. First of all, we need to earn money. So find a way to be useful to more and more and more and more people. So say, for example, you do gardening. You can do gardening by yourself with your lawnmower. How many gardens a day? 4, 5, maybe more. But you cannot do 50 gardens a day. If you did that every day, then you would stress out your body and health and your machines. So what is better thing to do is, not only you do your own gardening, but you involve other people in your community, in your society, who would like to do gardening. You train them up, maybe give them equipment, start a gardening company, advertise, do business, and then when you get lots of inquiries, you send your teams to go out and do gardening for them. Now, instead of you going to house and doing gardening, you can put a manager in your office, and you can manage the office and the manager and the team along with. That way what happens is you can now do gardening for more than 100 people a day. Do you see? Without you going to single garden. You can manage it and you can run it as a business. Now what happens is, even if you go for a holiday for a week, your manager can manage all the teams and the staffs and send out the work automatically while you are sitting on the beach. Make sense? So now, the first scenario was I take my own lawnmower and go house to house and start doing gardening. But the problem with that is, the day I am ill, the day I cannot do gardening, I will not get paid. But if my teams are doing this, and my business is doing it, my organization is doing it, then I can have fewer worries of doing these things myself. I can have my team sort things out. And so there's a lot of education required in it. There's a lot of planning. There's a lot of learning curves. It's easier said than done. But the point is, we need to be financially free. We need to have income. And income, the more income we want is to be got only by helping more people. So every time the question you need to ask is, how can I be useful to more and more people with the skills I have? Whether I'm a barber, whether I'm a cleaner, whether I'm a good chef, whether I'm a basketball player, how can I help more and more people? How can I be of use to more people? That way we will have money. Now say for example, you got a pot of money every month coming in. Now it's a different skill to handle that money. The first skill of earning money will not help you now. This is where a lot of people fail. I know about a lot of rich people, in the sense financially, they've got a lot of money coming in, but they've got even more money going out every month. So like they are earning $1 million, they are spending $1.5 million. So they are in red, $500,000 every month. Do you see the problem? They are poor. And so we don't want to make that happen. The best way, according to my plan and suggestion, is you live on half. So say for example, you're making 100,000 a year. You should learn to live below 50,000 expenses every year. Below 50. Simple as that. It won't be fun. It won't be easy. You will not have so many holidays or good quality holidays. You won't have decent cars. You won't have decent housing. You won't have decent clothes. You won't have decent, great designer things in life. Because you have to save money in the starting. But persevere. Work on 50% of your income only, and the rest of the 50%, use it wisely. The first thing you do with the leftover 50%, which I said to save, is 10% of that you should donate. Diksha Danam, Tapastirtham. Wherever possible, make sure you are donating 10% of your income. Learn to donate. It gives you two things. Number one, good karma. You are donating. That's a very good karma. And number two, it makes you, in your mind, feel generous and giving personality. Remember that example I said, that a person who is earning $1 million a month and spending $1.5 million, when that person looks at their balance sheet, they will be in sweat. They'll be in worries. They'll be thinking, oh my goodness, I'm in negative $500,000. That person will not feel rich. That person will not feel happy. Whereas, If you are living in less than 50% of your income and you got a big chunk of your income sitting there in front of you to be used in a good way, now you'll feel better. But you'll feel best if you take 10% and donate it. You will feel rich. You will feel generous that I have got this money which I can donate. I can give. Remember, who can give? Those who have. Poor people cannot give. Poor people don't have anything to give. They are poor. How can they give? I'm talking money. If you are poor, you cannot give. And so, to give, you need to be rich. And the only way to be rich with whatever your income is, whether it's 10,000, 100,000 or a million or a 10 million, the only way you can do is that you have saved some money from your pot. And so I say, time and again, only 50% of your income should be used for spending. 50% should be not for spending. So live in a smaller house, have a cheaper car, have cheaper holidays, have fewer holidays, spend less on things, cut, save money. And when you got 50% savings, out of that, you should, first thing you should do is learn to donate. Have a generous lifestyle. What do you do with the other 40%? Now you can look at it. On that 40%, you can use it as a thumb rule to pay yourself first. So you put 10% of your money in savings in such a way that it's never ever to be touched. It is emergency money. You never look at that 10%. You just set it and forget it. I would even automate it. So, say for example, you are earning a certain amount a month. Say you are earning 10,000 a month. Or about. So, I'm just to keep your numbering easy. You are earning 10,000 a month. 1,000 of that should automatically go to a savings account, which is non-touchable account in your mind. The idea is, unless there is a severe emergency, you will not touch it. No matter what comes in your life. Even if you get old, you don't touch it. You set it and forget it totally, get mentally out of you. That is super emergency fund. Keep on building it. But in such a way, not in the savings account, because then you'll have negative money because inflation will eat your money away. So inflation proof that investment, maybe into stocks and shares, into index traded funds are the best, I would say. Some people like gold. Cryptocurrency, I don't understand, so I can't talk about it. I can't talk about something that I don't understand. But yes, index traded funds like S&P 500 or something, and gold is a good idea. That's your 10% gone there. So you 10% you donated, 10% you invested as if you are not going to look at it at all. Now you're left with 30%. You're left with 30%. That 30% has to be used like a seed. Like a seed. If you go into your garden and sow one seed of an apple, what will happen? A tree will grow and you'll get multiple apples in return. Voila! You got the idea now. Take that 30% of your income and seed it. Meaning, invest it in new adventures, new businesses, new ideas. And like all ideas, or most ideas, 90% of them will be flop. They will be, how do I say that? Statistics generally show us that out of 10 new businesses that are coming out, 9 of them will fail. 9 of them will fail out of 10. So if there are 10 new businesses coming in, only 1 will survive. So if you're doing the maths, you need to make lots and lots of businesses to have one successful business. Of course, starting something quickly and stopping it quickly, again, that's not an interesting thing to do. But you want to start a business, start something and take care of it, nurture it for quite a while. I'd say good few years, give it good love and care and attention. And even still, if it's in negative territory, maybe then you can make a call and say, okay, I'll let this go. That way, every month your income, 30% of your income is going towards your new businesses, new investments. You're trying something new, something special, something unique, something different. And few years down the line, you will see one or two of those businesses will slowly start to take off. And when you see those successful one or two businesses, put all your effort in those now and make them grow faster and better. That is the way to financial freedom, as well as lots of other ways in this world. So, let's see where we are. This is very simple. Investing is one of the most boring things in life. It's nothing very fun. In the sense, as I'm saying very clearly, the first thing I said is stop spending too much. Live within your means, meaning live within your 50% of your income. Right there, it's a trouble. Most people wouldn't like to do that. They would say, you live only once. Well, they don't understand. What if you live till 80 years old and you are skint and you're poor and you don't have money? You're going to beg and borrow? Just because you said, you live only once and you spent all your money in your young age. That's crazy. Don't use those sciences in that way. You have to learn to sacrifice today to get a better tomorrow. You have to invest today to get better tomorrow. That is how finance works. That is how the magic of compounding works. If you don't invest today, there is no compound interest tomorrow. Not at all. Forget compound. You don't get normal interest because you didn't invest in the first place. So ask yourself, how much did you invest last month? How much did you invest this month? And how much are you planning to invest the coming month? Basically, this all boils down to live below your income status, I'd say preferably 50%, and invest large amounts so that you have passive income coming in. When you have good money, when you are rich financially, you have less stress, less worries, and you've got more money which you can then use towards good causes, towards charity, towards helping the poor and the needy in this world. But if you are poor, you can't help anyone. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, I want you to be prosperous and successful. And I wish and pray that this advice comes in handy to you. For further discussions and queries, feel free to drop a line and message me. God bless you and Jai Siya Ram.